Loser.
Loser.
If the strike continues, the people of Galway will be the real losers.
What a loser.
The guy's a born loser.
Loss.
Loss.
The court awarded Ms Dixon £7,000 for damages and loss of earnings.
A disease which causes fever and a loss of appetite.
This did not explain his apparent loss of interest in his wife. Her loss of confidence in herself. A certain feeling of loss of control.
A temporary loss of memory.
The animal was weak through loss of blood.
The company is closing down 2 of its factories, leading to 430 job losses.
Weight loss should be gradual. A type of hearing loss that affects language development. A type of hearing loss that affects language development.
The company made a loss of $250,000 last year.
The magazine's losses totaled almost $5 million.
Profit and loss.
2 of the mines are running at a loss.
A loss-making rural railway. She must be feeling very lonely after the loss of her husband.
I'm sorry to hear of your family's sad loss. U.S. forces withdrew after suffering heavy losses.
The war has led to a tragic loss of life.
When her son finally left home, Emily felt completely at a loss. Detectives are so far at a loss to explain the reason for his death. He seemed, for once, at a loss for words.
The deep sense of loss I felt after my divorce.
We see your going as a great loss to the company.
Well, if he doesn't want to come, it's his loss.
Loss adjuster.
Loss adjuster.
Loss leader.
Loss leader.
Loss-making.
Loss-making.
The company has sold many of its loss-making businesses to cut debts.
Lossy. Lossy.
Lost.
Lost.
Are you lost? The driver asked.
I got thoroughly lost on the way here.
A lost child.
2 boys searching for a lost ball. It will be impossible to make up the lost time.
The strike has cost the company £2 million in lost revenue.
It's not unusual to feel rather lost when you first start college.
She's a great friend, and I'd be lost without her.
Harry just stood there, lost in thought. Harry just stood there, lost in thought. Amy lay on her bed, totally lost in her book.
It's easy for your main points to get lost in a long speech. Do you understand what I mean? Not really. I'm a bit lost.
The joke was completely lost on Chris.
For once in her life, she was lost for words.
The relics of a lost civilization.
She wept for her broken dreams and lost youth. Trying to interest my son in classical music is a lost cause.
Lost property.
Thankfully, someone had handed my bag into lost property. Lot.
Lot.
We spent a lot on the children's education. How many CDs have you got? Lots. They paid a lot of money for that house.
I eat a lot of vegetables.
There were lots of people at the party. He spends an awful lot of time on the computer. I still have a lot to learn.
It's a great city with lots to see and do.
My headache is lots better, thanks.
She has a lot more contact with clients these days.
You'll get there a lot quicker if you take the motorway.
The house is a lot tidier now Chris has left home. The house is a lot tidier now Chris has left home.
Things have changed a lot since I was a child.
Paul travels a lot on business.
I've been worrying a lot about my health.
She likes you a lot.
You're quiet today. I've got a lot on my mind.
I can't help you now. I've got rather a lot on.
Could you help me carry this lot upstairs?
The last lot of people offered £70,000. I did 3 lots of exams last summer.
Come on, you lot, hurry up.
His friends are a strange lot.
We'll do everything. Cooking, washing, ironing, the lot. I can't believe you ate the whole lot. I think that's the lot. Shut up, the lot of you!
She seems happy enough with her lot.
The unions have always tried to improve the lot of their members.
The vacant lot behind the commercial hotel. A used car lot.
The Universal Studios lot. Lot 54 is a Victorian lamp. Lot 54 is a Victorian lamp.
In Athens at that time, judges were chosen by lot.
We drew lots to decide who should go first.
In 1915, Italy threw in her lot with the Allies.
We'll do everything. Cooking, washing, ironing, the lot. I can't believe you ate the whole lot. I think that's the lot. Shut up, the lot of you!
She seems happy enough with her lot.
The unions have always tried to improve the lot of their members.
Loath.
Loath.
Lothario.
Lothario.
The office Lothario.
Lotion.
Lotion.
Suntan lotion.
Lotsa.
Lotsa.
Lottery.
Lottery.
A lottery ticket.
Do you really think winning the lottery would make you happy?
The State Department issues 55,000 visas each year by lottery.
That's the trouble with capitalism. It's a lottery.
Lotto.
Lotto.
Lotus.
Lotus.
Lotus position. Lotus position.
Monks sitting in the lotus position.
Loud.
Loud.
The book fell to the floor with a loud bang. The music was so loud that I had to shout.
Who's there? Asked David in a loud voice.
The more Tom drank, the louder he became.
A loud checked suit.
The local business community was loud in its support for the scheme. The local business community was loud in its support for the scheme.
Ben laughed loudly. She spoke more loudly than she intended.
Could you speak a little louder?
You've got the telly on too loud.
The message came through loud and clear.
Read it out loud so we can all hear.
Harriet laughed out loud in astonishment.
Loud hailer. Loud hailer. Loudmouth.
Loudmouth.
Loud-mouthed sports fans.
Loudspeaker.
Loudspeaker.
The voice over the loudspeaker said the flight was delayed.
Lock.
Lock.
Lockney.
Lounge. Lounge.
The departure lounge.
The television lounge.
Nathan was lounging on the grass bank outside the cottage.
James does nothing but lounge around the apartment.
Lounge bar.
Lounge bar.
Lounger.
Lounger.
Lounge suit.
Lounge suit.
Loungewear.
Loungewear.
Louse.
Louse.
That idiot loused up my chance of promotion.
Lousy.
Lousy.
What lousy weather.
The food was lousy.
A lousy film.
I'm lousy at tennis.
Brenda's lousy with kids.
A lousy teacher. He left me a lousy 50-cent tip.
The town was lousy with tourists.
Lout.
Lout.
Loutish behavior.
Louvre.
Louvre.
Louvered shutters.
Lovable.
Lovable.
A sweet, lovable child.
Love. Love.
I love you, Tracy.
He was the only man she had ever loved.
I love my granddad so much.
I've always loved children.
In 1941, her much-loved sister was killed in an accident.
Many people feel guilty after the death of a loved one.
I love carrots. Jeff loves his work.
I love the way she sings that song.
Amy had always loved New York.
I love going out to restaurants.
We all love to talk about ourselves.
Would you like to come swimming with us? I'd love to.
I'd have loved to have stayed till the end. I'd have loved to have stayed till the end. I'd have loved to have stayed till the end.
I'd love to know just why they did that.
Dad's always loved the Navy.
And then her boyfriend walked in and saw her kissing Ray. I love it.
Listen, guys, you're going to love this.
I'm going to love telling him we've changed our minds again.
What these kids need is love and support.
A mother's love for her child.
Their love for each other grew deeper every day.
Tara is madly in love with you.
He was her first love.
My love of nature.
He had a great love of music.
I fell in love with Amsterdam the very first time I visited the city.
Sailing was her great love. Aunt Mary sends her love.
See you soon. Lots of love, Claire. Hello, love, said her father. What's your name, love? Give these to your sisters, there's a love.
I can't get hold of that book for love nor money. I can't get hold of that book for love nor money.
Love affair. Love affair.
America's love affair with the automobile.
Lovebird.
Lovebird.
Lovebite.
Lovebite.
Love child.
Love child.
Loved up.
Loved up.
Loved up clubbers having a ball.
Loved up.
Loved up clubbers having a ball.
Love-hate relationship.
Her love-hate relationship with professional golf.
Love-in. Love-in. The interview turned out to be a love-in, with the interviewer and the star heaping compliments on each other. Love interest.
Love interest.
Loveless.
Loveless.
Love letter.
Love letter.
Love life.
Love life.
Lovelorn.
Lovelorn.
Lovely.
Lovely.
She had a lovely face. What a lovely house. You look lovely in that dress. He was a lovely little boy.
What a lovely day.
Thank you for a lovely evening. That was a lovely cup of tea. Richard's a lovely person. The cat threw up all over the carpet. Lovely. You've made a lovely mess in here. This bread's lovely and fresh. Push it right across. That's it. Lovely.
Love-making.
Love-making.
Love nest.
Love nest.
Lover.
Lover.
He killed his wife's lover.
Nicola and I were lovers.
A pair of young lovers.
Music lovers.
Animal lovers. Lovers of the outdoors.
Love rat.
Love rat.
Love seat.
Love seat.
Lovesick.
Lovesick.
A lovesick teenager.
Lovey.
Lovey.
Lovey-dovey.
Lovey-dovey.
A lovey-dovey phone call.
Loving.
Loving.
The confidence he had gained from having a warm and loving family.
What that child needs is plenty of loving care.
He's very loving and affectionate with his sister. A peace-loving nation.
The loving care with which the house has been restored.
She smiled at him lovingly.
The plane he had lovingly built.
Low. Low.
Families existing on very low incomes.
In May, the price of cocoa fell to its lowest level since 1975-76.
Morale has been low since the latest round of job cuts.
In this sort of investment, the risks are fairly low. Low temperatures.
The need for low-cost housing. The need for low-cost housing.
A low-security prison.
Food that is low in calories. Low alcohol beer. Tonight, temperatures in most areas will be in the low 50s.
A low wall.
A long, low building.
Low clouds.
The sun was low in the sky now.
Store raw meat on the lowest shelf.
A low bridge.
A low ceiling. The river is very low today.
Their safety standards seem to be pretty low. Cost cutting has led to a lower quality of service.
The children's low achievement in school. We're running low on gas.
Stocks are getting low.
I heard a low moaning noise.
The volume is too low. Turn it up.
A low whisper.
A low note.
Use low lighting to give the room a romantic atmosphere.
He was feeling a bit low, so I did my best to cheer him up.
Terry seems to be in rather low spirits today.
He bent low over the engine.
She pulled her hat low down over her eyes.
I had the radio on low.
That plane's flying too low.
There was a hole low down in the hedge.
Sing those bars an octave lower.
The euro has fallen to a new low against the dollar. The euro has fallen to a new low against the dollar.
Public confidence in the legal system is at an all-time low.
The highs and lows of an actor's life.
The overnight low will be 8 degrees Celsius. A low moving in over the Pacific.
Lowbrow.
Lowbrow.
Low church.
Low church.
Low class.
Low class.
A low-class bar.
Low cut.
Low cut.
Low down.
Low down.
Ryan gave me the lowdown on the meeting.
Low down.
Low down.
What a low-down, dirty trick.
Low end.
Low end.
Low-end desktop computers.
Lower.
Lower.
Nina chewed her lower lip anxiously. Nina chewed her lower lip anxiously. Ruth went down to the lower deck.
The lower slopes of the mountain.
She suffers with pain in her lower back.
Temperatures will be lower over the weekend.
The lower levels of management.
Do you think we should lower the price?
After 20 minutes, lower the temperature to 325 degrees.
Drugs to lower blood pressure.
Helen lowered her voice as they approached.
His voice lowered.
Very gently, he lowered the dog onto the rug by the fire.
The flags were lowered to half-mast.
Greg watched as the coffin was lowered. He lowered himself carefully down from the top of the wall.
Christina blushed and lowered her eyes.
I wouldn't lower myself to speak to her after what she's done. I wouldn't lower myself to speak to her after what she's done.
They thought an influx of students would lower the tone of the neighbourhood. They thought an influx of students would lower the tone of the neighbourhood.
Trust you to lower the tone of the conversation.
He leaned forward and spoke in a lowered voice.
Lowering clouds.
The other driver lowered at us as we passed him. The other driver lowered at us as we passed him. The other driver lowered at us as we passed him.
Lowercase.
Lowercase.
Lowercase letters.
Lower class.
Lower class.
Lower house.
Lower house.
Lower orders.
Lower orders.
Lower school. Lower school.
Lowest common denominator.
Lowest common denominator.
Television quiz shows often seem to target the lowest common denominator.
Low fat.
Low fat.
Low fat yogurt.
A low-fat diet.
Low flying.
Low flying.
A low flying aircraft.
Low gear.
Low gear.
Low grade.
Low grade.
Inexpensive low-grade paper. A low-grade fever.
Low key.
Low key.
They want the funeral to be as low-key as possible. A low-key military operation.
The lowlands.
Lowlands.
The Scottish Lowlands.
A wild lowland landscape.
Lowland farmers.
Low level.
Low level.
Low-level bombing attacks on military targets.
Routine, low-level, clerical tasks.
A low-level tension headache.
Low life.
Low life.
A novel about lowlife in Chicago in the 1930s. Pete turned out to be a real lowlife.
Charlie may be lowlife, but he isn't stupid.
Low lights.
Lowlights.
Lowly.
Lowly.
He was a lowly assistant gardener.
Low lying.
Low lying.
Vast areas of low-lying land have been flooded.
Low maintenance.
Low maintenance. A low-maintenance garden.
Low paid.
Low paid.
As part-time low-paid workers, the women earned very little.
Low pitched.
Low pitched.
The low-pitched hum of the generator.
Low point.
Low point.
The low point in my life was when I was hit by a drunk driver.
Low pressure.
Low pressure.
Low profile.
Low profile.
He's not the sort of politician to keep a low profile for long.
Low profile.
Low profile.
The U.S. took a very low-profile role in the talks.
Low-profile tires.
Low rent.
Low rent.
Low rise.
Low rise.
Low season.
Low season.
Low risk.
Low risk.
Low risk investments.
Low slung.
Low slung.
A low slung sports car.
Low spirited.
Low spirited.
Low tech.
Low tech.
He made low-tech budget space movies.
Low tide.
Low tide.
You can walk across to the island at low tide.
Low water.
Low water.
Low watermark.
Low watermark.
Locks.
Locks.
Loyal.
Loyal.
The army has remained loyal to the government.
A loyal supporter of the team.
Her many years of loyal service to the company. Loyal customers.
He has always loyally defended the president.
Loyalist.
Loyalist.
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Elizabeth understood her husband's loyalty to his sister.
In the rural areas, family and tribal loyalties continue to be important.
The agony of divided loyalties for the children in a divorce. The agony of divided loyalties for the children in a divorce.